All right, so this is a um, video that's going to kind of go over an additional way to help an athlete understand which foot they should jump off of. So, a lot of times I have freshmen that come in and they're very unsure of which foot to jump on and or off of, excuse me, and they don't know which one, and they feel comfortable with both. And a lot of times, an inexperienced jumper might actually get not insecure about it, but they might get themselves a little worked up. And I've had this happen before in the past where um, athletes get really kind of sensitive to the issue that they don't fully know which foot to jump off of. So this is a drill I came across a number of years ago, and it took me a little while to fully understand it. And at first, I didn't really use it, but now, after a number of years, it's something that I use, but only kind of in a case of an emergency. And there's some things you need to do to really set up this drill to make sure that it's done properly. And yeah, so this is one of my athletes here, and he already knows what foot he's jumping off of, but I had him kind of, be a demonstrator here in this video. What you do is you have the athletes get up on the toes. Before you do that, though, you need to kind of pre-warn them that you're going to be pushing them. Okay, and this isn't something that you're trying to do, obviously, to hurt them or anything like that. But first and foremost, the athlete has to know that this has a pushing action to it. So before I even did this with James, we had talked about it, and we had discussed how this was going to happen, and what was going to happen, and he gave me the okay to do that. Okay, but this is obviously, like I said, like kind of a last use kind of drill, if you will, just because it does have some good merits, and it can help the kids feel like you gave them a definite answer. Because a lot of times what I tell my jumpers is it's just the foot you feel most comfortable with, and unfortunately for some that's not like the best answer. But this one kind of gives us more like a defined, this is what your body thinks your jump foot is. So let me explain. After James gets up on his toes, I push him from the back, and you can't see the whole motion, but James's left foot is coming forward. Okay. And what that tells me is that is the foot that the body trusts. That is the foot that your body will react with. This is a very quick split second kind of drill. And when you don't really tell them what to do other than like catch yourself after I push you, just make sure you tell them you're going to push them, obviously. They don't really know what to think. They just react. It's just a reaction of, oh, I'm going to land with the foot that is most comfortable for my body and something that I react with well. And so he reacted with his left foot here when he came forward. Okay. And obviously you can't see it as well, but here's the left leg, and that's the one that's going forward to catch himself. So he is a left-footed jumper. That's the foot that he naturally reacts with when you have something like this occur, and that's the one that comes forward to stabilize his body when moving forward and like that. So that is determined then that would be his jump foot. Again, this is a drill I highly recommend really setting up very slowly. Don't probably use it very often. This is kind of like a last minute kind of thing. I have used this in the past, and it's got very good credibility, but it's one that you probably want to use, if it's like only truly needed. So again, push from the back and catches himself with his jump foot. All right, hopefully that makes sense. Good luck with this drill. It's one, again, to use, but use sparingly. But it's definitely got some merit.